Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me again.
What a wonderful.
So in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 5 foods that I avoid since being on Zepbound, mainly because they give me some kind of side effects or bad reaction. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So I will be listing them in order from what makes me the least sad to what makes me the most sad that I can't have it or I have to avoid it. So for the first food that I am staying away from, that makes me not very sad, and that is popcorn. I had popcorn I think it was like my first week on Zepbound, and it really just gave me a really bad, uncomfortable cramping feeling after eating it, and to the point where I think I had only like a yogurt that day, and then I had the popcorn and I had nothing else because my stomach was so uncomfortable. um and so I'm just like, popcorn's easy to avoid. I'm not like a regular popcorn eater. I do eat it, of course, but it's sparingly. So like I will have it like when I go to the movies. Usually that's mainly it for the most part, and I don't go to the movies that often. So there are other salty snacks that I like to eat that don't give me bad reactions. So we will just go ahead and stay away from the popcorn for now. So the next item on this list is going to be beans. So obviously beans are gassy in general, or regardless of whether you're on Zepbound or not. But I have had some very severe just discomfort, gas, and bloat and cramping every time I've eaten beans. The first time it was chili beans, and it was like as soon as I put my spoon down, and I didn't have much, my stomach was just very, very uncomfortable, and I just, yeah, no, it was not fun. And I kind of brushed that off initially. And then maybe a few weeks after that, I had some refried beans, and same deal. So I've been avoiding all form of bean at this point, because it's just not worth it. And it's not like, a staple in my diet anyway. So it's easy to avoid, and I'm just not going to make a big deal out of it. I'm just going to just stay away from it because I don't want to be uncomfortable. This one on the list is going to be Cherry Coke Zero. Now, it's not that the Cherry Coke Zero gives me like a stomach cramp or anything like that. It's just that it tastes nasty to me now. So I'm a very big Cherry Coke, or have been a very big Cherry Coke Zero drinker. It's been my go-to for the last few years. And the day after I had my first injection, I went and got a Cherry Coke Zero like I normally did while I was at work, and it tasted gross. Like it was like undrinkable gross to me. And I thought, okay, well, let's try it again in a couple days, and same thing. So I've just been avoiding it. I don't really think about it. It was initially very, very sad to me, but as time wears on, I think about it less and less, and it's just like really not on my radar at all. So while it was initially very sad, I'm okay with it now. I didn't need it anyway. It was just my go-to carbonated beverage. Not a big deal. I'm not really stressing it. There are other things to drink, mainly water, because drink your water. Next on the list, this one could make me cry. And that is going to be tomato-based sauces. I love tomato-based sauces. I like tomato soup. I like a good marinara and some cheesy bread or whatever. Some spaghetti, obviously. But everything I've had that has had a tomato-based sauce has been giving me the worst heartburn. Yeah, it's been bad. It's not really gassy or bloated or anything like that. It's just been severe, severe heartburn, unbearable heartburn. Tomato-based sauces are something I'm trying to avoid, but I am looking for a workaround because I love a tomato-based sauce, especially a tomato soup at this time of the year. It's really sad that I can't have that. The next and the most saddest thing, literally the most saddest thing, is going to be pasta. which, I mean, if you think about it, I love spaghetti. So pasta and tomato-based sauce, it's been bad. I had spaghetti like my first week of Zepbound, and it was the most awful, awful feeling. I cannot even explain to you on how bad it actually was. It was just, it was a nightmare. Um, but it's not just spaghetti, it's literally any kind of pasta, whether it be a little bit of mac and cheese, or the other night I made like just a very basic pasta with like I cooked up some garlic and olive oil, and then I like tossed in like just some spaghetti. Um, and that was it. It was just like spaghetti, olive oil, and garlic, and a little bit of Parmesan cheese on top. And the I get the heartburn, but I also get that stuck food feeling like right here in your esophagus that takes forever to go away. So pasta is something that I really should be avoiding, but I'm not eating it as much. But I do brave it every once in a while because I just love pasta so much. And it's very, very sad. So if anybody out there knows something that can help me out, because so far I haven't really found anything. I've only tried like some Tums. I think I did like a Prilosec over the counter, and it's just not working. It's not working. So if you guys have any suggestions on any of this stuff that I just went over on workarounds, please let me know down in the comments, because your girl is struggling, especially when it comes to the pasta and the tomato sauces. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I don't know how I'm going to stay away from it. I think I'm just going to end up having to suffer from time to time unless I can find something that's going to give me like some really good relief, or just keep me from having those side effects at all. So if you're watching and you know of something, send help my way, please. Put it down in the comments. I really appreciate all help and all advice, because to have to let go of pasta is like unthinkable for me. So I'm struggling with the idea of just having to struggle through it from now on. So that's it. That's the list. I hope you really enjoyed that. But before we get going, I do want to give you guys a watch recommendation. Normally I would do a book recommendation, but I haven't gotten through my book that I've been reading for the last couple weeks. So we will wait for next week for that. But I did watch a really good show this past week. It was called All Her Fault. It's streaming on Peacock. It's starring Dakota Fanning, and it is a limited series. It was, I think, 8 parts in total. They're all out. It's all completed, so you can go watch it and not have to worry about cliffhangers and things like that. Again, it's streaming on Peacock. It is like a crime show, kind of. It's about a little boy who goes missing, is kidnapped, and it's like all the family drama that comes out during the investigation. So definitely give that a watch if that sounds interesting to you, because I mean, it had me hooked. Like, I accidentally started watching it. I was watching Law and Order, and then it like came on right after the last episode of Law and Order, and I thought it was still Law and Order on, and then quickly realized it wasn't. But I was hooked and I watched it. It took me like 2 days to finish it all, but it is definitely worth the watch. So go check it out and let me know what you think. All right, guys, that's the video. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you want to see more of my face. This is my emotional support water bottle. Drink your water. It's important. And I'll see you guys next time.